Today we're talking about struggles during parenting in 3 minutes or less. My name is Joshua.
I am Lucas.
And I'm Eric.
Eric and Lucas are licensed professional counselors, and this comes from one of the courses that can be found on our website and our app. You can search Empowering Choices Parenting in the App Store or go to empoweringchoices.community. So, what are we talking about when we say struggles in parenting? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so,
I'm already
Josh.
forgetting the title. Okay.
Well, I mean, looking at the course list or the headers under this course, it's a huge course.
Yeah, it is.
It has communication, power struggles, discipline, parent splitting, sibling favoritism, and the differences in thinking between children and adults.
There's a lot.
So this is a big one.
It's a little bit.
It's a big course.
Yeah.
So we were just talking before we started recording that I'm looking through that going, oh yeah, parent splitting, and you were saying that's a big one, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been and will be probably very prevalent in my life right now because my 3-year-old has been doing those things, not in any kind of subtle fashion. But just asking, there's something that she wants. I don't remember what the specifics were. And I tell her, no, or not right now. And she just immediately, both my wife and I are in the same room. And she's like, Mom, how about you? And it's like, kid, no. That's not going to work.
At the age of 3, she's polling the room.
Right. So when you say polling the room, are you just, describing what I just said? Or is there more?
Describing what you just said. I mean,
Yeah.
if Mom would have say, maybe, or sure. It's like, okay, who's on my side?
Right.
Who will go with me? I mean, little sister's not quite old enough to,
No.
side,
To
on either way.
get her
But,
vote. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this really, this you used the word nuance earlier. I mean, this really takes a different form as the child gets older. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be, because one of the biggest struggles that parents have is being on the same page and being a team. Mm-hmm. I think in the parenting manual, it's like the second or third thing that's talked about in there.
Teamwork.
Yeah, so many homes that really, really struggle because one parent undermines the other parent. Mm-hmm. And we're not talking about having a dictatorship. We're talking about having a team, which means you might have to have parenting huddles.
Right.
To be able to not get the other parent on your side, so to speak, but to be able to go, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where you're at. So how do we want to be able to handle this that may be some of what both of us want?
Well, and I can think of a family that I work with where I was kind of figuring out all right, so what's the dynamic here? And what I learned is the dad is the one who undermines the consequences that are put in place for the child by mom. Mm-hmm. So mom and dad will maybe originally say you can't use your computer for the next 3 days or a week or whatever it is. And the story that I heard was that dad kind of and backs off on it. So in that circumstance, those two parents aren't on the same page in as unified a front as they need to be. And the kids explicitly told me, I just have to wait out my dad and the consequences will go away.
Right.
And he has explicitly stated that he knows he's more stubborn than his parents are. And his parents have essentially admitted that, yes, he is.
And technically, with two adults there together as a team, you should have 2 to 4 to 10 times the stubbornness because you can switch in and out.
Well, this child happens to have Asperger's, so he has some increased horsepower in the stubbornness element.
I totally understand that.
But I think actually the dad also has a diagnosis of Asperger's, so maybe they're evenly matched.
Exactly. you put the two of them in the same conflict, and you literally have a standoff.
You've expressed a family for which that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've had that family as well. And that teamwork or the undermining or the support is so powerful either way. And it's one of these struggles that you're definitely going to have because, if you're not on the same team, you have little creatures that are going to find the weaknesses.
And that's why teamwork makes the dream work.
That was terrible.
I waited this whole
You
time
waited
to
that
say
whole
that.
time.
I waited
to
this
work
whole
with
time to say that.
Give that man a
As
gold
we
star.
have run
I saw you there. You were
overtime.
like, okay, where's the break?
Yeah,
Where's the break?
Where
Let
can
me
I
have
throw
it.
that in? So, as they said, there's so much more to this. This is a very detailed course that you can find on our website at empoweringchoices.community or in the app by searching for Empowering Choices Parenting. And we will see you on the next show.